Well, how y'all doing, Derby Jack here? Well, I'm here because I'm confused about something, and that is that isn't the government shut down? I mean, it's been shut down all this time, the longest time it's been shut down. But it seems to me there's still a lot of things going on in Washington. I mean, these people are still there. I mean, the president's still doing his thing. The Congress, whatever, everything's shut down, but yet they're still there. I mean, when they did their fake, pandemic crap, I mean, restaurant, when I worked, right? When they told us we had to shut down the restaurant, we had to shut down the restaurants. That means you shut it down, turn off the lights, lock the door, nobody's inside. Washington's supposed to be shut down, you lock the door. Seems to me they're still making decisions as if and still doing things as if Washington's open. So to me, this thing saying Washington's closed is a bunch of malarkey because they're still doing things. So why not continue doing things as if you were open? Because you're still doing things as if you're open. And you're supposed to be closed, but yet, you got the Senate, you got Congress, you got this, you got that, you got all these people, you doing what they're... I may be stupid. Forgive me if I don't understand politics, thank God. But I mean, forgive me if I don't understand the ins and outs and the nuances of whatever it is, their rituals, and whatever they do. I really don't care. I'm just kind of figuring out, if the government's closed, there shouldn't be a lot of money being spent because these people shouldn't be getting paid. And another thing, if it's closed and it's their fault, why should they get back pay? I mean, you see what I'm saying? I mean, when I, what the restaurants, I mean, when I had to work, manage, and what we had, I didn't get no back pay for not working. Yeah, but they do because they're the ones that cause it, and yet they're the ones that get paid. I just don't understand. Another thing is that, I have a friend, he has lost his, his food card, or it's not funded now. It may end up getting funded. They're talking about possibly Wednesday. But here's the thing. He's not part of a problem. He is in need, and there's other people who are in need, who have been in need. But they're not part of the problem. But yet they're being treated as if they're part of the problem. You see what I'm saying? And so I'm just sitting here saying that things just don't make any sense, If the government's shut down, we shouldn't be hearing anything from Washington. I mean, there shouldn't be anything but crickets. We shouldn't be hearing anything from the hierarchy, okay? Now, the lower areas, pay your bills, your Social Security and all this. You do what you're supposed to do. Get that. But when it comes to the high echelon of talking heads, basically that's all they do. Don't, one side's against the other, but yet, nothing's ever done, one side right now, if you would think, should be toppling over the other side, but no, nothing, Oh, that's treason. Well, treason is when you take the freedom away from your people. Treason is when you sit there and do something like destroying a monument, destroying, like I said, I've always said, I personally, I don't give a crap. You can destroy Washington. I don't care. But for people who do, I'm just saying, if this means, I'm looking at it, this guy's off his rocker, and all the other people who are allowing it are off theirs. So, I mean, I have no love in this either way. It's like my song. I don't, I don't vote. Why? Because of this type of stuff. Because of the scrutiny of the stupidity of people, of the egotisticalness, I mean, the pridefulness of it. Also the greed. The freaking greed these people have. I mean, all of them, these oligarchs, they're all rich as hell, man. And they're sitting there telling us that we have to tighten our belts and we have to pay for all the, because of tariffs. And, I didn't cause the problem, they did. But yet me and you and my friends and we got to pay for their problems. Aren't you pissed off? I don't care if you're a Democrat or Republican. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't get into all that crap. But as a person, as an American, whether you're one side or the other, what I'm saying is, do you like that you can't trust the food? Do you know, talk about chemicals in the food, which we weren't, but I bought some peppers, green peppers, about maybe 3 weeks ago, and I hadn't used them, but we went to go use them the other day, and they were as good as the day I bought. 3 weeks, not even a bruise, not even a soft spot and stuff. Didn't even smell threw them out. Didn't even they looked too good. That's scary. So that's another thing. We live in a country where our government allows them to put poisons in our food and preservatives, which aren't very good for vegetables, which means if it ain't good for the vegetables, it ain't good for us. And yet we vote them in. It's like people sit there saying, we got to support our farmers. Well, the farms are being sold to China, and Gates is buying farmland. So when you say that, remember who's allowing it to happen? The people in government. They make the laws, whether they're left or right, and probably they work together. Somebody in Washington is making money off of every sale of farmland that goes to China or Gates. And so you tell me that I don't know nothing about government? Well, I do know what it's like to do things underhanded. And if government is anything that I think it is, it doesn't matter what is on the books. It's what is under the books is how they operate. It is what is in between, they would say, the letters or whatever, is what, or sentences. They make up their own way. They take the Constitution and sit there and say, well, we're going to have to revamp this. I mean, that's what they're doing. And here's the thing. When the left or the right complain, like I said, if you want to say you're a lefty or righty, when you complain about things, remember, when prices are going up, when you farmers are losing your farmland because it's being bought, when you get restricted on water because nobody's doing anything to try to stop anybody in Washington, to stop them from allowing all these big serving things. Remember, Trump did a very dangerous thing. He made a bill saying for 10 years that AI and all technology will have a no holds bar. I mean, that is dangerous in itself. And coming down the pike, people are water restrictions or water prices go up for water, electricity, all of this stuff, because these serving places that they have, all this stuff, for your information and my information that they can have on store, kind of perverted, isn't it? Oh, we got to know everything about it. We know when you shit, Why? Why do you have to know every freaking thing? What the hell good is life for you rich people to know everything? You spend your whole life wanting to change the world, make it into your image, and then you grow old and die. No, you're not going to transfer your freaking brains into a robot. You've been watching too much science fiction. I know I used to too. So this stuff just doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, and I'm just saying to all of you people, y'all sit here trusting the government. You vote for the government. You vote for your side. You vote for this and you vote for that. And the world and the country itself right now is crumbling underneath. What the hell did you vote for? Now you can get over that. Now here's the thing: the damage is done. Now, physically, you're going to have to realize something. Your way of life and the freedoms you had are going to go away. I don't care how rich you think you are. I don't care how much money you inherited. I don't care how much you're worth. It doesn't matter. All that will be dwindled down. That's how it happens. They cut you off sooner or later from income, and all that stuff you have, the gold that you've been saving and trinkets and all this other stuff that you could barter, all that stuff will be whittled down because they're willing to wait. So they'll wait for all you preppers. They'll wait for everything to go away, or they'll come and take it, if they think it's worth it. You make yourself a real nice little homestead in a mountainside or in an old silo or something. They know where you are. And if they decide you got enough that they want, they'll take it. But the rest of y'all, you could have your stuff for 6, 7 months. What do you buy? Patriot food, right? The Patriot Pantry, I've done it. What? You could buy some for at least 6 months to a year, right? Give you a good price. What happens after 6 months and a year? Things don't change. They wait you out. People are like, they're going to come at you with the drones. No, they're going to wait us out. Because they have trained humanity. And when they've destroyed all the animals because you can't fish anymore, you can't trust the fish you catch, you can't trust the game out there. So for all you hunters, there, as you've seen, these aren't AI pictures. I've seen them before where the animals are getting welts and all kinds of stuff. Listen, people. Things are progressing, and it's revelation for whether you want to believe that or not. I'm not going to sit here and try to make you believe something you don't want to believe. But I'm telling you something. It'd be nice if you make up your mind either way, and I hope you make up your mind, to become born again, because that's the greatest thing that would happen for you. But if you decide not to, then you're part of this earth. And this earth's going to burn. And if you're part of the earth and your flesh is part of the earth, well, what do you think is going to happen to you? And so, and for you Christians, raptured, I'm going to be, don't depend on that, right? Come on now. You ought to know better now. Your rapture will come after you die. That's what you need to understand, is that where are you as you're going through life in your spiritual heart? You're waiting for a rapture. You should be ready every day, like I said yesterday. What happens if you die today before the end of this day? God's going to read your heart. What is he going to see? Did you think about him? Have you changed your heart from the time you became born again? Will he see that? Will it be true, or will you have been playing a game? Will he see that? So, anyway, pray for people who need to be prayed for. Pray for yourself. Pray for the power of discernment. The biggest and greatest power you have right now is discernment. And that's number one. Number two is to have the mind of Christ to rise above it. Do not get emotional. The one thing Satan loves to get people is emotional, because if it gets you emotional, then you're not thinking with your mind, because you're emotional. Emotion ends up bringing in the spiritual, because you have doors open now. You're vulnerable. And so the spirits come in and they push those buttons. They find ways of doing stuff, whether they possess somebody else to push a button, or circumstance that comes and they whittle you into believing a certain thing, or trying to deception. You have to be on top of it. The only way you can is having the power of discernment. And you have to ask God for the wisdom, knowledge and wisdom. Read your word on a daily basis. Pray to God. Ask him for knowledge and wisdom. Ask him to show you when you go to work, to discern what's right and wrong. On a daily basis, you must ask him this. Show me today something new, Heavenly Father. Remind me of the power in which I have to rise above circumstance. Show me and help me discern, and so I can say be gone to the demons throughout my day. God has given us the power to be able to be gone through us. That's the power. Too many people say, God will do it, God will do it. God's got enough to worry about, man. That's why he gave you power. Well, yeah, how do you know that? Read the Bible. When Jesus was alive, he was able to operate in the apostles when he sent them out to be able to heal and be able to raise the sick. Make the blind see, and the lame, and to heal the lame, and raise the dead. They did the same stuff because he ordained power to them. Don't ask me how he did it. I don't wrap my head around that stuff. That's spiritual. But I believe in it. So in saying all that, be careful, people. The world of deception is out there. The demons have been out there for a long time. Satan knows how to operate people. He knows how to operate the heart. He knows how to destroy the mind. He knows and he loves to destroy the minds of the youth. He loves to destroy the mind of young people. Listen, folks, we got to come out of it. You got to come out of this world. I got a song coming at the end of this, and I think maybe you got to come out of it. I think for some of you, you'll know what song it is. Come out of her, my people. Derby Jack out. Hope to see you all on the other side.
People with sight seem to be the most blinded. People with ears never seem to hear the silence. The coldness of the heart keeps away any feeling. Darkness seeps into the soul for the stealing. People who feed their pride are always left on empty, searching for validation which comes from deep inside. People depend on feelings that come and go, always ready to hop on the newest hopeless ride. Come out of her, my people. Come to me instead, says the Lord. Come out of her, my people, and I will fulfill my word. People need to prove themselves, never stop proving. People need to get out, never want to come down. Want attention or to be important in some way, always fighting for the upper ground. People think themselves more higher than they should think. People without places believe they know what to say. Spiral since the beginning of days, chasing fables of the world which will soon fade away. Come out of her, my people. Come to me instead, says the Lord. Come out of her, my people, and I will fulfill my word. Come out of her, my people. Come over me, says the Lord. Come out over my people, and I will fulfill my word. And I will fulfill my word. Fulfill my come out of my people. Come instead.